Well, good morning, Yagendra Rana here. Flux to fresco, hand-painted ads are making a comeback. Flux to fresco, hand-painted ads are making a comeback. To cut through digital clutter, brands are courting street artists and swapping billboards for murals that invite people to pause and pose. For 4 years, Dharminder brought traffic to a crawl on Chapel Road in Mumbai's Bandra area. So the narrow lane lost its breadth around the stretch that hosted the actor as day trippers stopped for selfies with his double-story mural as Viru from Sholay. Last September, Dharminder left the building and in his place came a hand-painted beauty ad. Traffic still shows down, but a different dynamic now drives the desire to be pictured with the wall. So the hand-painted ad mural is an old kid in a new threads. Once a staple of Indian street caps from cinema hoardings to shop ads on village walls. It was steadily pushed out in the 20th century by flex banners and digital billboards that were quicker, cheaper, and easier to replicate the scale. So now, amid visual clutter and digital fatigue, ad murals are making a comeback as a subtle blend of art and advertising. So murals are a long-term brand building investment, says a spokesperson at Tierra Beauty, the company that commissioned the Chapel Road mural. Murals feels less like advertising and become part of the neighborhood that people pause for photographs and interact with the original organically. The Chapel Road painting was their first large-scale mural activation. The company plans to commission more work in other cities in 2026. So the modern ad mural is not merely another form of outdoor advertisements. It's a cleverly staged encounter that offers brands a more intimate way to engage than the visual tedium of flex and light LED. So villages and small towns still have painted ads, and because they are hand painted, the idea must be simple, the design uncomplicated. So traditionally the product logo and the brand colors take precedence. It's the product shot up front and its promise spelled out clearly that builds familiarity and a sense of omnipresence. The new crop of murals is more artistic and less heavy on branding, offering artists a broad canvas for creative expression. Vishnu Ambat was given such a canvas on Chap Road. The brief was that the mural should be rooted in Mumbai but reflect the brand's Brazilian energy. So they sent me the picture of wall and showed me the neighborhood on video calls, who adopted the visual vocabulary of area to make the mural stand out with a mosaic of warm yellows and tingerliness. Creative freedom is extended or held back depending on the brand. OTTs, for instance, asked Sudesh Spatry to stick to their brief for the promo of Weather 2. G5 wanted to go back to the hand-painted film posters to the past, but in a way that was big and out of the box. So Spate, who goes by the street name Enemy, has made spray-painted ad murals for an ice cream brand in Ahmedabad and OTT shows and films in Hyderabad and Mumbai. In Mumbai, Prime Video wanted to people wanted people to engage with the mural on social media, so they ran a campaign and asked them to take selfies with the paintings in the background and post them on Instagram for free tickets and a chance to meet the actor. So they had to discontinue the offer because the crowds caused a traffic jam. So for some brands, production is equal to the image. It becomes the part of the brand activation, says Akil, a graffiti artist from the Chennai, whose artwork for a motorbike brand was part of a big event that included bike stunts and the music. You can do a lot with the murals, such as alter the image with the UV lights and bring it to the live with the augmented reality and projection mappings. So the beauty brand in Bandra invited influencers to paint parts of the mural of content could simplify. They could amplify on their hands or at their handles. So the project was challenging because passerbys and influencers lent a hand, and the scaffolding had to be erected close to the wall to avoid traffic disruptions. Karthik Asses of 108 Collectives, a country-wide community of street artists, is now driving negotiations for fair compensation and physical and financial protection, including permits, protective gear, and insurance cover as the sector begins to scale up. So Karthik adds that the nascent ad mural market offers employment opportunities for a growing cohort of street artists still regarded as vendor or wall dogs. We want a seat at the table because we come with the artistic street and organizational intelligence. So on the street, Raj must often negotiate with the economics. Raj Daya, founder of Bollywood art project that makes street art of actors and canvases of cottage walls, knows this well. It was his viru that made way for a body cream. So the owners of the house called to say they would have been offered a substantial rental for use of their exterior walls, and would it be okay if my mural was painted over? Dahiya recounts the Wagelas, one of the two owners of the house, said each had signed a 6-month lease at a monthly rent of rupees 50,000. I encouraged them to go ahead with the deal, for I have also ventured from commercial mural work. Thank you very much.